Hey guys, what's going on? Thomas Harcore here. I wanted to go ahead and show you this replay here. It was on Osaka Plain, and it was me, Thomas Harcore, Hannibal Barkin, the Frog, versus Jerome, Golden Falcon, and Lone. I don't know, we'll just call him Lone. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and pause this here for a second and take a look at the armies. This was a really great match. It was a really good matchup. These guys were very skilled players, as is me and my teammates. This was a back and forth match the whole time. I wasn't sure we were going to win until it said we won. It was a really intense match. So I must say, it was making me try my best. My opponent, and along with the other opponents on this game, they just, they weren't wanting to give up easy, that's for sure. I did play this with my Fall of the Samurai account. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my army here. I got a black bear, the Shogunazi police force, I can't really pronounce that, sorry about that. My Bruce Lee White Tiger force, and my 102nd Panthers White Tiger force. Then I also had my U.S. Marine, my Royal Marines, and I brought some sharpshooters. Now, those are all 3 150 range units. I do have the 2 Marines upgraded to where they have the extended range. Then I brought a Spear Levany Yari Kashi for some cab deterrent. Then I have another Red Bear for backup back here, in case I need to fill in a spot in my line. Then I did bring my Shogunate Guard Cavalry and some Imperial Guard Cavalry. Let's go ahead and look at Hannibal Barca's army here. I see a Kiyata, Shogunate Infantry, Tosa Rifleman, his French Marine, and another Tosa Rifleman, his bodyguard, 2 Saber and a Carbine, and then I see 2 Yari Ki back there. Now, he may have some other troops, they just may be hidden. Let's go ahead and take a look at the frogs. I see a Shogunate Guard, Yari Ki, Imperial Guard, and Imperial Guard Cavalry. And then there's his bodyguard. I see a Kiyata, Imperial Infantry, a Shogatai, a U.S. Marine, French Marine, and some sharpshooters. Now, there may be some other units hidden. I'm going to go ahead and show you my opponent that I was facing against his army. I see a Spear Levy, a Spear Levy, a Spear Levy, and a Red Bear. Red Bear, Red Bear, Red Bear, Red Bear, Red Bear, so that's like 5 Red Bears. His General's Bodyguard, another Red Bear, and then he may have some more troops hidden throughout here. Yeah, here's a French Marine. Now let's go ahead and look at this guy's army. I see some sword attendants, Yari Ashigaru, Nadachi, Yari Ashigaru, Katana, and then his bodyguard. Let's go ahead and look at the third guy here. I see Yari, so 2 Yari, 1 Katana. That is 3 Yari Ashigaru. That's some sword attendants, bow warrior monks. And then I see 4 Nadachi and his bodyguard. Now, they may have some more units hidden, or they maybe pop out. But I'm going to go ahead and start this here, and then I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it. So I apologize, this was a long match, so if I do have to cut some bits and pieces out, and it feels like I'm going to try and make it as smooth as possible so it doesn't feel like it's jumping around. But I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it here till we get into the action. Alright, I got my army skewed up over here. I was starting to skew up my sharpshooters right here so I could get some shots of this Red Bear come down this hill. Then I did bring down my my Imperial Guard Cav to maybe bring across and get some shots off at him also. So I'm going to go ahead, and it looks like I'm going to send in my Shogunate Guard Cav. As you can see, though, my Imperial Guard Cav is taking some shots. I need to get it out of there ASAP. This water, it really slows down your units when you're going across it. Not to count that I'm going to be charging uphill. This probably wasn't the best move to do with my Cav. I was trying to get some early casualties in and, maybe scare this guy, to think, hey, this guy's pretty good. I'm going to hang back and just let him beat me up. But as you can see there, that one's about to rout, and so is this one. So he's trying to bring down some more units to support that, and I see that, so I'm going to get the hell out of there. My sharpshooters are supporting me, then I'm going to go ahead and bring down this black bear here right behind me to go ahead and support that. I'm going to go ahead and pause and get... Alright, so as you can see here, I've had this sharpshooter right here just shooting away at these guys with that 150 range, and I went ahead and brought up that Royal Marine right there to get some side shots. And then I have 2 other lines right here to back them up, so when these Red Bears get too much closer, those other 2 lines would have fired on it. So I did go ahead and shatter those ones. Got to stop my units from chasing them down. But it looks like I'm going to scoot up here, maybe get ready to start taking some shots at these other units here. And then I did go ahead and scoot up my U.S. Marine with this 150 range, and I'm starting to duke it out with this French Marine right here. As you can see, looks like I'm having an advantage right now against this French Marine, and then my troops are starting to fight against this other Red Bear over here. As you can see, we both had real good positions, and this was just an overall great fight. I'm going to go ahead and pause it real quick here, see what other action's going around on the battlefield, skirmishing. But I'm going to go head back over here, because this was where a lot of the action was. And as you can see there, I did route those ones, and I'm starting to get some shots up there into those spear levies. My U.S. Marine, he's starting to take a beating now. Even though their French Marines down to 37 troops, I did scoot up my White Tigers here to start shooting into the woods at those guys. It's okay to have them in the water. I mean, you know, yeah, they move slow, where it's not like it affects them really shooting too much, but he definitely did have the better position as far as being in the woods goes. But he did bring all vanilla units, so it looks like I'm going to go ahead and bring up my Gen and stuff, and another Red Bear, just to support in case this one falls out. I don't want these guys coming around right here and taking side shots at my line. So gotta always definitely protect your flank. That is a must. And as you can see, I'm just kind of trying to scoot up along his flank here. You know, I'm making sure I protect this flank right here while working this flank over here and trying to fold in on his army over here. But as you can see, this hill right here, it's going to kind of be an issue because I won't really be able to fire till I get up the hill. So I do, let's go ahead and look and see what's going on in the battlefield here at other places. Doesn't look like too much action yet, mostly just staring, some stare downs and some skirmishings. Not too much fighting yet, but it looks like this guy might be bringing over some units to support his buddy. He sees that he's getting beat up pretty bad, just like my U.S. Marines getting beat up pretty bad. My cab to start supporting me because he was trying to move around that flank right there. As you can see, my middle of my line is starting to waver a little bit. I had brought up my Gen, or my Imperial Guard cap to support also because this guy was in range and out of the cover of the woods.
Damn lily-livered cowards!
So I am having to
Your men are running, sir!
I am trying to have to support my center in this flank here a little bit more, so I am bringing around some units. But as you can see, he's kind of falling back because he sees what's kind of happening up here. He sees that I'm folding in on him here. So I'm going to take this opportunity to kind of scoot up more. I did bring up my Gen over here since this is where most of the action has been. I wanted to make sure that my guys were supported. Then I did bring up what was left of my Shogun and Guard Cavalry to try and chase down these spear levy and whatever unit that had routed to shatter them so they don't come back to bug me later. But as you can see there, look at my awesome White Tiger force. They do not break easy, and I believe that's a 5th rank one. But I only rank them up. I only give them 1 point, and that's suppressive fire to keep them cheap, because those are what I use for meat shielding.
Your men are routing, sir.
Some of my troops are starting to rout, but I'm not too concerned about it. I definitely have the upper hand here, as you can see. I'm going to go ahead and pause it and take a look at the rest of the battlefield and see what's going on here. It looks like Hannibal may be having a cav engagement. He's having cav, Yari cavalry, go after his Kiata. And it looks like they're about to rout. I'm sure his Kiata can handle themselves just well. And it doesn't look like too much has really happened on the rest of the battlefield yet. We all had solid positions across this river, so it was going to be difficult for whoever was the attacking person to come across that river. But as you can see, I did use the best position I could to get around him, and I am onto their side of the field. And my plan is to sweep through this woods, clear them out. Let's go ahead and play this here. Like I said, I mean, this was a lot of action in this one. It was just constant firing. Like, he wasn't giving up. None of them were. It was a really good battle. Gotta definitely deal with them real quick. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the rest of the battlefield. They were trying to capture this building, and his Yari Ashikaru is just taking his Kiyata's taking free shots at this Yari Ashikaru. It looks like the rest of the engagements are starting to cross the water here. My ally saw the
Your general is under attack.
The good momentum I had going there, so they took this opportunity to attack too. That allowed him to get his cab across with me clearing this island right here, as you can see on the mini-map. And Frog is just really keeping the rest of him at bay, but as you can see on the mini-map, I mean, look at all these units right here. on their side of the field. They have a nice defense put up. So I am continuing to pull my pressure before I'm continuing to put pressure on them and making them reinforce this side more. And as you can see, look how few units are down there near Frog's side, and I assume Frog is going to take this opportunity to kind of press across. But as you can see, I got really great position up here on the hill. I did charge my troops up that hill, and they see that my Royal Marines have gotten across it, and my U.S. Marines, they're firing. So they're actually having to scoot a little bit closer to get in range, because there's R-150 range. And I'm sending in those Yorikachi to kind of plug up these guys, so I didn't want them to start getting side shots on this Royal Marine here. And plus, when they get close enough, it will allow these units to start firing on them downhill. Now, he is trying to send up the Red Bear to deal with that unit right there. I'm just going to kind of go ahead and scoot back. My gun gen, he was 155 range. He is getting in some shots there, but I was kind of doing a wave formation.
Have killed their generals.
But I was kind of doing the wave formation here. You know, one unit across while one was still across the river, able to support the other one in case they did send in like melee troops or something like that. But as you can see up here, he did send in those Red Bears into melee into my sharpshooters, and Hannibal sent his cav down to support me and take care of those. My Royal Marines, and I got my Red Bears across, and as you can see, they're just slaughtering these Nadachi. There ain't really going to be much left of them by the time they get to my line. The only reason they lasted that long is probably because they had a bonsai charge on them, which gives them unbreakable morale, and melee.
A unit is running from the battlefield,
so I'm going to go ahead and move down here. Like I said, I knew Frog would move across, and as you can see, he's starting to get a nice spot to land the rest of his troops over here, and he's starting to take really good advantage of being over here with all those troops getting moved over to this side of the field to reinforce. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here so we can get into the action a little bit more. Hannibal is going to go ahead and scoot up his Kiyata here first, and then my I don't know if he wasn't paying attention to his katana cav here, but I was able to get my black bear shooting into his katana cav, and by the time he realized they were almost dead, so he's like, well, screw it, I'll just charge them in, and they'll be dead by the time they get there anyways. So we got a nice formation moving up here. These bows are starting to shoot us right here, these bow samurai. So we definitely need to get a little bit closer, but because all their units are kind of, you know, one behind the other, each time we fire at one of these guys, those bullets are hitting troops behind them too. So it looks like down here on Frog's side of the field, he's just still trying to push across. They're doing an all-out cav charge. As you can see, I want to see this. So, is that a gen? No, that was some fire cav. That's dead. But they did get into this, so they were able to get into a sharpshooter, these Nadachi, so they don't get into the line troops. Across here a little bit more. Then as you can see over here, the last full engagement is about to start here. We're just basically closing in on them, and look at this. Lines of fire, man, lines of fire. That's what it's all about. Shooting these melee troops from multiple different directions. Some of these are going to make it there just because they were going up against each other, but he's going to charge them from behind immediately. You got my gen supporting him right here, and then my other line right behind it, so there's no way they're getting through. Then this other black bear, there's actually, I think, units back here in this woods that they're shooting into. So basically, that's it. What's left in the melee. He's charging his cav to kind of work on these bows.
You have triumphed over the enemy!
Yeah, so we got a triumph over the enemy. I hope you all really, and I hope you all enjoyed this video, and enjoyed this match as much as I did, because I mean, it was a fun match to play. It was a good match, I must say. So that is the end of it. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and take a look at the statistics here. So, that was a good battle once again. Like, I'm very happy. Now, I did lose the most of my team, but I believe I was in the action from the beginning to the end. Like, that was an awesome match. Like, I'm very happy. Let's go ahead and look at the unit statistics here. I know you guys can read all this. I'm not going to sit here and read it to you. My Black Bears got 428 kills, then my Royal Marines 375, then my U.S. Marines 290, so wow, that was pretty good. Let's go ahead and look at my partners here. The Frogs U.S. Marine got 338, and Hannibal Barcus Kiyata got 219. So, good game to my opponents, and thanks to my allies. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and just let me know what you think. I'll see you all later. Thanks.